Hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel. I hope you are excited to be back because I know I am, especially for this part 2 of my My Little Pony redesigns. In this video I will be redesigning Pinkie Pie, Rarity and AppleJack. I don't know if they're in that order yet because at the time of making this I have actually not finished all the drawings, but anyways, that's a problem for future me to deal with. And I hope you like this video, but right before the speed paint start, I will be putting a disclaimer about, well, not a disclaimer, just stuff fixing that I'd fix about my last video and some of the designs and stuff like that, and stuff that I will be going into more about detail with the next part of the video. So for this first part of the video, I would just like to quickly gloss over some things about the last video that are going to be changed and different or whatever for this video. First of all, my sister will not be doing any more voiceovers because I want this channel to be mostly authentically me. It's mine, and she will make appearances but not for stuff as important as voicing over a speed paint, especially for something I've drawn and she clearly doesn't know what I would want to talk about. So Fluttershy's on the screen, and something I didn't mention, or she didn't mention, is vitiligo. Yeah, that's the skin that Fluttershy has, and the patches on her skirt and all that stuff. Yeah, those were intentional details. And Angel, the little rabbit, other than that, there's not much I'd really fix about what she had stated. I also decided that I wanted to redesign the ponies for all of them. So at the end of this video, we'll have Fluttershy, Twilight, and Rainbow Dash, because I didn't design them last time because I didn't think I'd want to and I didn't think I'd get to, but I decided that I wanted to. So Pinkie Pie, Rarity and AppleJack will all have their ponies during their speed paints, and everyone else's will be at the end. Also, if you want a third part where I do characters that maybe you guys even recommend, then just comment that down below. And without further ado, we'll get into the first speed paint of this video, which is Pinkie Pie. So, the first character that I will be redesigning for this video is Pinkie Pie, and I severely underestimated how much fun I was going to have designing Pinkie Pie. I actually have a sketch that I did in my sketchbook that I will pop up on the screen any minute now, of my first sort of past design for her. You'll see in the sketch in a minute, or in a few minutes, that I actually attempted to put confetti into her hair, but then took that out when I was doing the actual final design. That was mainly because I forgot. I'm not even gonna lie, I mainly just forgot to add the confetti to her hair, but her design's enough, I think. The things in her hair are supposed to be like her cutie mark. They're not quite balloons, but they're there. And the bag I gave her that I thought would be cute. If you didn't watch the last video, I recommend you watch that one before this one so you kind of understand where I'm going with this. But in the last video, just for a quick recap, I decided that they're all going to like a college in my AU or a TAFE university, whatever you call it. Not a high school. And one thing that I have for all my redesigns of the My Little Ponies is that they all have a specific unique bag for them that they carry around with them that kind of gives off the personality, the vibe, but it's still useful, and they can use it as a school bag, or in this case, just a bag to carry their stuff to. And Pinkie Pie has like this cute little star bag. I've seen a few people carrying it around. It is very cute, and since the theme I sort of gave Pinkie Pie on accident is like stars, I thought that'd be really cute. I don't know, I just love her with the stars and the little bow on her skirt. Ugh. I did take inspiration from, well, I took a little bit of inspiration from the original Pinkie Pie that you see on screen with the little bow and the white shirt. Other than that, I didn't really take much inspiration from the original Pinkie Pie. I just did what I wanted, or my version of Pinkie Pie. I don't know why, but when I think Pinkie Pie, I feel like she's a beautiful black woman. I don't exactly have a race/ethnicity in my mind for her. Maybe a mix between like an African American or whatever. Her hair is entirely pink though, but it is curly. I actually love her hair. I know I'm not the best at drawing black hair, please do not sue me. But overall I love her design, I love her colours, and I realised I did the same thing again. I did the same thing again about not really nitpicking the original design, but I kind of like the original design, but the colors kind of clashed with her pink skin tone. I kind of liked her boots, but I think they could have dealt without the weird laces on them. She's kind of cute overall for the original, but not quite at the same time. For her pony version, though, I mainly just transferred it the opposite way that I've been doing these redesigns of reimagining the pony as the person. Is I basically just changed the pony into like just what the person that I redesigned of Pinkie Pie would look like as a pony. So I gave her a little clip in her tail, and she has the same sort of hairstyle as my human Pinkie Pie. Now, the other thing that I said I was going to add to all of them was their cutie marks. Pinkie Pie technically has them twice, but you can't really tell in the hair, but the other time is on her bag. Other than that, it's not very obvious where her cutie marks are, which is probably the only thing I would change about her. I love how the pony version of her drawing came out. I think it's really cute. I'm not the best at drawing ponies, and I didn't really change much for her, really. Her pony just looks like if her normal pony just had a bit more curlier hair, which I didn't even think was possible. And the chibi little squishy girl, I gave her Gummy, which is her alligator crocodile that she has in the original My Little Pony series. Yeah, she dyes her hair pink all the time. Overall, Pinkie Pie was probably my favorite one to draw out of all of them. In the last video it was Twilight, but that quickly changed. So far, Pinkie Pie is my favorite for this video. But also, that's not saying much considering I haven't even finished Rarity and I haven't even started on AppleJack's drawing, so that could change by the end of the video. But as of right now, Pinkie Pie is my favorite. I enjoyed picking her colors, and her kind of fashion style doesn't really matter, but I just kind of wanted to do something with ruffles, over the top sort of fashion. Just think overall that looked fun and very Pinkie Pie, so I just kind of did whatever felt right to me. I wasn't originally going to add purple to her design, but I feel like she needed another color, so I added purple. Overall, I love how she came out, and I hope you do too. If you liked her, or if you don't like her, regardless, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. The next character I will be redesigning is Rarity. Yeah, so I had a mix of feelings about Rarity's design. I did do a sketch of her character in my sketchbook. I'm not going to show that sketch though, because to me it was terrible and didn't look like Rarity. So I kind of didn't even use that as a reference. I just drew her again. So this is her, new design, new clothes, nothing like the one I did in my sketchbook. But something that doesn't come for a little later in the speed paint is the bag. I actually had to add the bag like super last minute because I had forgotten that I was giving them all bags by this point. But she did get a bag. It was just like a purse sort of bag. That's the only bag I could think of to give her. Other than that, everything else about her design I actually ended up really liking. And later in this speed paint again, you'll see her pony I drew for her. And honestly, her pony was the favorite pony that I ended up drawing. I loved her. She was so cute. And I just love the way that I draw ponies now. I love everything about it. And I'll talk more about that part of the speed paint when I get to that. But for her human design, I decided to give her like black hair with like, it's like purple, but it's like a dark purple that is a black, and with a purple gradient to it instead to still fit in with the theme of dyeing hair, and her hair being purple, but in a way that's different to everyone else, because Pinkie Pie's whole head is pink, Twilight has highlights, Rainbow Dash just has some of her hair, and Fluttershy also has some of her hair dyed, but in different ways. They all have their hair dyed in different ways. So I wanted Rarity's to be different again. But with her outfit, which is something else I really love doing, was her outfit. I just gave her like a dress, because in the original design that I did in my sketchbook, I gave her a shirt and a skirt, which I was then kind of annoyed at myself that I was only really giving the girls a shirt and then a skirt. So I wanted Rarity to be different again. So I gave her a dress, but not like a super ball gowny dress because she still has to go to schools, TAFE, university sort of thing. So I thought it made more sense for her to have a dress that's not super poofy. She can still get work done, but still looks like Rarity. And I decided to like incorporate her cutie mark by giving her 3 diamonds on her belt, a diamond necklace, and some diamond earrings, and some diamonds on her boots. Also, I loved drawing her boots. Her boots were so much fun to draw and design, and I love drawing all the bows on her, and just overall, I love her now. But when I was first drawing, like, my sister came and vouched for me when I said this, I hated every moment of Rarity. I was drawing her, and I kept going, because I needed to get these drawings done, but I just kind of hated it for a little while. I was just not loving Rarity. I finished the drawing anyway, because I wanted to move on to AppleJack, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy drawing Rarity at first, but now looking back at it, I really loved the drawing, and I really love the drawing now. Yeah, so I'm doing the line art at this point in time for everyone, and the chibi was also fun to draw, but I was deciding what prop to give her, because if you haven't noticed, every chibi has a prop of some sort that they have. So I decided that maybe she's just doing her lipstick, she's doing her makeup, something like that. So I gave her a lipstick thingy in her hands to make it look like she's putting lipstick on. Also, something that I decided to do, which I love, is like huge sort of hooded eyes, but they're like eyelashes, and it's just really pretty to me. I love it. I even decided to give her a pony version, Unicorn Rarity, lipstick and makeup too. Her lips are not red in her pony version because it looked a bit harsh when I was doing it, that split second. So I decided that they would be blue, and human her would just have red lips. Her dress is purple, which a lot of what my sister was saying was make her dress blue, but I wanted her crystals, diamonds to sort of stand out, so I made her dress purple to kind of go with it. And as you're gonna see soon, or just saw, I did just do the line art for the bag real quick. But yeah, the main thing I loved was doing her unicorn version because, again, with all the ponies, it's like I'm taking now my drawing that I've done and then turned them into a pony, so the human to pony instead of the other way around. And I love doing it. Just drawing Rarity's unicorn I had so much fun doing it. I loved making her white with the gradient, with the purple gradients, the unicorn horn, the tail, the hair, everything about it was so much fun to do. I loved drawing her. Oh yeah, I just realized I also didn't nitpick Rarity's design. My main nitpicks are like I just didn't like that Rarity always had to be super fancy. Just change it a bit. And the colors kind of clashed at times, but they definitely got better as the movies progressed. The characters got better, their designs got better, and it was just more enjoyable to watch. But that's basically all I have to say for Rarity. So now we're going to move on to the final pony for the video. Well, until I should do the final pony I haven't designed yet, AppleJack. So AppleJack is the final Equestria Girl version of the ponies that I redesigned, and I am going to say now, I was very scared. I was very scared to draw AppleJack. Like, her designs in general were all very AppleJack. The main thing I dislike is that she's always wearing skirts, because I get it, they're making toys and AppleJack is a girl, so skirts. But I feel like, especially since she's working on the farm a lot of the time, and maybe in college she does something farming related, that she wouldn't want to wear skirts all the time. She'd probably try to wear pants as much as she can because she knows she's gonna get them dirty and stuff like that. I don't hate all of AppleJack's outfits in the movies, but I just think that she should. I didn't hate all her outfits in the show. I just wish that she got to wear less skirts than she was shown. Also, the other thing is, like, I know they're doing pony to Equestria Girl, but I think that AppleJack gives braid, like a braided pony. So then I took that, and when I was designing her pony, I made her pony have braids as well in her hair. So then that way it would all kind of go together. Also, I don't know the name of this horse, but she's got like the frilly little feet, kind of like how Big Macintosh does, her older brother. Because I thought it would be cute and match her vibe. She has her hat still. I was not taking that away from her, although I did think about it for a second because I couldn't draw it, but that was the only reason why, I swear. So she does have her hat. Don't worry. She's keeping her hat. Those were my main nitpicks about the original AppleJack, but I love my design as well. I didn't think I was going to, because I genuinely thought I was just going to hate AppleJack, because I also didn't do a sketchbook design version like I did for all my other ponies that I had designed previously. And by all the others, I mean just Rarity and Pinkie Pie. But, you know, I was still scared because I had no ideas for her. At least with every other pony, even if I didn't do a sketch with them, I had some ideas for them. AppleJack, I had none. So everything that you're seeing in this speed paint was my first sort of idea. I did have some references up on Pinterest because, of course, Pinterest is my bestie. And I did take inspiration from her picture that is actually up on the screen that you're seeing with the shirt. I just changed colors around and stuff like that, but I genuinely liked that shirt that they gave her, so I did kind of yoink that. And for the different bag that I decided to give her, I was struggling. I didn't know what bag to give her, so I kind of gave her just a big thigh bag because I was just like, well, if she's doing something farming related, then technically she should probably have like a farming belt, like, you know how they have tool belts. Maybe she's doing woodwork or something. So I feel like the main thing she just needs to wear is like her boots, so she wouldn't need to bring much stuff in her bag anyway. So I just gave her a cute little thigh belt, and these are also theoretical, so who cares? Her design's cute. And then she has patches on her jeans because I'm assuming that she probably would just patch them up because she has like one pair of jeans that she really loves and wants to wear all the time. So I gave her those. I also am realizing now, and I'm kind of annoyed by this, is that I forgot to give her pony version her proper freckles. Oops. I did give freckles to AppleJack though. She does have freckles, a lot more of them, not just the 3 dots on her face though, like I was supposed to give the pony version. And in her chibi, I decided to make her eating an apple, because prop, holding a prop, very cute. Her patches on her pants were supposed to have the cutie marks of her family because I thought that would be cute, but then I just never ended up doing that. I'm sorry. I also kind of wish now I added some orange to her hair, purely because she's the only one without dyed hair in the friend group, and that was supposed to be the whole friend thing, even though AppleJack herself does not have any dye in her hair. I'm now wishing I just added a streak to her hair at least, and then that way they all had that friendship thingy going on, because she's kind of out of place compared to all the others now. But hey, it's done. There's nothing I can really do now. I mean, I could change it. I might change it in the future. It depends if I ever try to draw them again. I also especially had fun with her jeans. I loved adding the highlights and then the mud to the boots because she's probably working and doing stuff. I don't know, whatever she does. I added a bit of green apple, red apple motifs to her. Her skin came out a bit darker than I intended to, but because from what you can see in the speed paint most of the time is I draw with a grey background and I have to colour check sometimes, but I didn't colour check her skin properly. So she'd come out darker than I imagined. Not that it looks bad, or that I have anything against darker skin. It's just, it's not the colour I was going for. I was going to make her more tan, kind of like Rainbow Dash. How Rainbow Dash is like got the tan lines and stuff is what I was going to do for her since she's always out in the field and stuff. But then I just forgot. Oops. But I really love the thigh bag and I really love her gold accents. I love her pony version. I love how it still looks like AppleJack, but she still looks really cute as well. I love drawing her pony. I love drawing her cutie mark. And her hat. I had a lot of fun drawing her hat actually. I loved drawing the apple that she's holding in her little chibi. I actually just love drawing that chibi pose in general. I had a lot of fun shading her, especially her pants. Those pants were so fun to do, I'm not even lying. I probably put too much detail on the pants and then nowhere else. Probably the one thing I would change now is probably the sleeves of her shirt as well, because they just kind of look ugly overall now. Like the red and then the green, I just wish I kind of placed everything differently. I do like her hair. I think her hair came out pretty good, very cute. The patches I do wish I did kind of differently. I wish I did add those cutie marks like I wanted to. I'm also not the happiest with the background. It's kind of a brown color, which is kind of good because it kind of suits AppleJack, but I wish it was a bit paler so then that way it would kind of work with the rest of the ponies' backgrounds, how they all have pale backgrounds. Other than that, I enjoyed drawing her a lot. She honestly, at the beginning of the video, I said Pinkie Pie was my favorite, but AppleJack is actually my favorite now, which was funny because she was the one I was dreading the most. She's also my sister's favorite, so take that as you will. And without further ado, we're just going to speed through the final 3 speed paints. I quickly drew these ponies, so I'm not really going to talk about them much, but the last 3 ponies for the video of their actual ponies is Twilight, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy. So there'll be 2 Pegasi, and 1 unicorn that we will go through really quickly before the video is over. Okay, so here's my depiction of my now universe Twilight as an alicorn, because I was going to decide first between doing an alicorn versus a unicorn. I decided on alicorn because she's an alicorn now. So I also changed her cutie mark up and made it more like it has magic flowing around it, because alicorns are more powerful than unicorns. I love her colors. I love how she turned out. I also gave her bun that she has when she's a human, and her hair color is also less blue. Other than that, that's pretty much all I changed. I hope you like her. Next up, Rainbow Dash. I tried to draw her in a cool flyy pose because she's always flying and she likes flying. Main changes I did to her versus her original pony is I gave her my human Rainbow Dash's hair to this pony. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but in the original Rainbow Dash one, I changed her cutie mark, so her cutie mark is also different. She's really cool, got rainbow hair still, and I personally really love her, so I hope you like her too. Lastly, obviously, Fluttershy. She's looking very cute. I tried to make her slimmer because, I don't know, that's how her human is. She's got her human hair but still sort of curly, and she's also the one that I think that looks most like her original pony, but that's okay. I had fun with her cutie mark, and her colours are also always lovely to draw, but here's my final Fluttershy as a pony. Here's the final art for everyone. I hope you like them. I enjoyed every drawing I did, even if I didn't enjoy drawing them at the moment of me creating them. Thank you for watching, and if you liked my video, or my designs, please leave a like, maybe a comment, and think about subscribing if you want to. And I'll see you next week for my next video, which will be another My Little Pony one. I know, I said I was only going to do 2, but then I decided that there was a few other characters I wanted to redesign before I gave up this series, and then after that 3rd part, I may or may not do more, if you guys want more, then I will definitely do more, but other than that, I will not be doing any more. Thank you for watching, and bye guys!